Sometimes I think, what will people say of me when I'm only just a memory, when I'm home where my soul belongs?
Labor Day weekend 2012, 34th annual Interstate Church of God softball tournament. What a blessing it is for all of us to be together once again to raise money for the mission work in Paraguay, South America, and also to fellowship through the game of softball to impact and change lives. We're blessed this summer to have the opportunity to have Norbert Curley and his beautiful daughter Ani here with us this summer, and an exciting opportunity to hear exactly what's taking place on the mission field in Paraguay, and a blessing for all of us to hear directly from Norbert. So we're very excited, appreciate all of the ministry work, and also thank all of you from the softball tournament for your financial support of not only Norbert, but the many different ministries taking place in Paraguay. So to my brother Norbert, it's good to see you. What a blessing it is to be with you and Ani this afternoon, and maybe just give us an update, a quick kind of small synopsis of everything taking place in Paraguay. And I know the mission work that you and your family have been so diligent about your entire life, and just share with us a little bit about the different ministries and what that financial commitment to Paraguay, what has it been able to do for the ministry there and to further the kingdom of Christ through the ministry as well?
Well, it's great to be here again. It's been, for me, 3 years now since my last visit with my family here. And this is a great partnership, Chad. I mean, over these years, this softball tournament has really impacted Paraguay. Through our parents who started this friendship in this campus here, and just that friendship continued to this day, and in our friendship and the partnership. And so, as you know, the softball tournament has made possible the first years of the ministry in Paraguay to help the school, Alpha and Omega, to get off the ground, and then just to help that school grow. The school is now one of only 2 schools in that town, Raul Peña, and it's still seen as the best school in town. And we have good professors. Many students have graduated. Some are in leadership in the community. They all look back at Alpha and Omega as just a tremendous time in their life. The school serves from grades 1st through 9th grade, which is great because a lot of schools, just elementary schools, do from 1st to 6th grade. So we have 9th until up to 9th grade. They have a computer lab, and so that added some value to the education that we were offering. So it continues to impact lives, and I believe that dream was a dream at one point, you know, continues to change lives and is a reality. Not only the school, but over the last years, the softball tournament has impacted a number of churches. Pastors have been raised and supported through the tournament funds. Another project we've been involved in the last 2 years is the Bible training school. That's a school that we started 2 years ago with the purpose of raising leaders and pastors and people who can take the work of God to the next level. We believe that it's not only important to go and do the work, but to train others that can continue that work. And so the softball tournament has also been the funds involved in helping this school get started.
As you think back over the many years since you and I have graduated here, you know, you've shared that we wouldn't be where we're at today, but what have been some of the greatest impacts you've seen with the funds these softball teams have raised to give to the mission work in Paraguay? Kind of share with us briefly about that.
Okay. For instance, at the radio station, equipment has been bought. Equipment to go farther with the signal. The first few years we had like 1 kilowatt of power, which took us about 70 miles from the station. Now we were able to purchase a bigger transmitter a few years ago, and that took us to at least 200 miles from where we are. So that impacted a wider region, you know, with the radio station. Scholarships, you know, we have helped not only pastors get training, but also students who are coming into the school now. many have nothing. They have a heart to serve God, but they have no support from their parents. A young man, for instance, who's now in the Bible school, his father and mother won't have anything to do with God, but he felt the call to prepare himself, and so thanks to these funds, we're able to help him as well to get ready for ministry.
Norbert, I know that it's been a very intense mission for you and Julie and the family, and I know that this year has been a very trying year, a very tough year, and obviously the entire Interstate Church of God family has carried burdens with you and have been in prayer for you and your family. And if you could just share with us a little bit about that part of the ministry with your family too.
You know, Chad, I didn't know if I could do this trip by myself. This would have been our 4th trip with Julie. We met on this campus, and it's just so much connected to that. And there's a lot I don't understand. So many questions I have. God, you took, my wife, my son. We were doing your work, and so I'm here because I know that this is where I need to be. I feel the love of a lot of people who are praying. Many of you know what happened and know that these last few months have been very difficult in my life. And with Anaí, I believe God still has a purpose. I've asked God, why am I still alive? I struggle. I still have a lot of things I'm asking God. I say, God, why did you take Julie? She has invested her whole life in the ministry of Paraguay. She was one of the most active ministers I know, or missionaries. I know Julie invested in the kingdom. And the only thing that I can do, and I believe the rest of my life, is continue investing in the kingdom.
Amen.
This earth will pass. And many that are watching this, I know they're investing in the kingdom, in Paraguay, around their surroundings. And I think that's where we need to be. And I do want to challenge people, Chad, whatever they do on this earth, not to forget that there's a higher calling and there's a purpose.
What are some things that you would like to share with the tournament family?
Well, I want to say thank you for not just getting together to play softball, but to have a purpose behind it. I mean, that makes this tournament, I think, special, and it gives it the identity it has. Many of you will never leave this country. We'll never be in Paraguay or in South America, but playing, investing, and being there is making a huge difference in Paraguay. We will continue to do that work in Paraguay, which we feel we've been called to do. And you've been called to play and come together and invest in the kingdom. So thank you, each one of you. I don't know you by name. I wish I could see you and hug you, but we're a family, and we'll be united one day in our final home, which I now have a whole new perspective about.